For centuries, Christian pilgrims had traveled to Jerusalem, but now, the Holy Land was under the control of the Seljuk Turks, and the Christian Byzantine Empire was crying out for help. One man's call to arms would unleash a human tidal wave. This is the story of an armed pilgrimage, a 3,000-mile journey of faith and fury, sin and salvation that would change the world forever. This is the full story of the First Crusade. In 1095, the Byzantine Emperor Alexios I sent a desperate plea to the West for mercenaries to help fight the Seljuk Turks. At the Council of Clermont, Pope Urban II took this plea and transformed it into a holy cause. He delivered a sermon of such power that the crowd erupted in a single thunderous chant, Deus Vult, God wills it. The Pope offered remission of all sins for those who took up the cross. The call ignited a fire across Europe, uniting bitter rivals, the powerful knights and lords of France, Germany, and Norman Italy, under a single sacred banner to reclaim Jerusalem from Islam. The crusade was not one army, but several, a chaotic mix of noble knights and peasant zealots. Their journey was brutal. As they marched through the Byzantine Empire, they looted their Christian allies, shocking the emperor who had asked for their help. After crossing into enemy territory, they faced the full might of the Seljuk Turks. They endured starvation, disease, and ferocious battles. At the great city of Antioch, they were almost destroyed, trapped between the city's walls and a massive relief army. But through a mix of brutal fighting, betrayal, and what they believed was divine intervention, they conquered the city and survived against all odds. After 3 long years, a fraction of the original force finally reached the walls of Jerusalem. By now, they were a hardened, fanatical army. In the summer of 1099, they laid siege to the holy city. After 5 weeks of desperate fighting, the Crusaders breached the walls. What followed was a horrific 2-day massacre. The knights, who had marched for years in the name of God, unleashed an apocalyptic fury upon the city's Muslim and Jewish inhabitants. Once the killing was over, the blood-soaked Crusaders walked to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and wept tears of joyous piety. They had achieved the impossible. Jerusalem was theirs. The First Crusade was a shocking success, an almost unbelievable military achievement. It carved out 4 new Christian kingdoms in the heart of the Muslim world, known as the Crusader states. But the capture of Jerusalem was not the end of the story. It was the beginning of a 200-year war for control of the Holy Land. The forces of Islam would soon rally under new, charismatic leaders, and the age of the Crusades had only just begun. Click the video on your screen to watch the full story of the Knights Templar in 3 minutes. And be sure to subscribe to Epic Past so you don't miss a single story that shaped our world.